Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to jump on because there was the recent announcement from the government yesterday. Obviously, the situation has escalated and we are going into very interesting times. I know a lot of people out in the community will be feeling challenged. They'll be feeling anxious, they'll be feeling uncertain and generally shaken. So I just want to speak about a few points that I have some insights into because of the organizations I'm involved with. I want to just disclaim that I'm not talking on behalf of those organizations. This is purely my perspective, and I just want to put my 2 cents out there so that hopefully it gives other people some comfort, and then I can share my thoughts with you all. So the first one is talking about the university. I'm currently I'm down in Dunedin studying at the University of Otago, and there's been a lot of changes happening, and I'm sure it's consistent across the country with other universities as well. So the first thing that's come into play is that there is no face-to-face teaching anymore until the end of this lockdown period. So what that looks like in practice is there's no more lectures, there's no more labs, no more practicals, and if there were face-to-face progress tests, then those have been cancelled as well. All the academic staff and all the support staff are working away in the background to create remote teaching essentially and putting all their lectures online. Every course is slightly different around how they organize that, but on the whole that's the blanket rule that's happening. So if all the students have been contacted by the Vice Chancellor, and also they've been contacted by their course coordinators so they know what is happening for them in their situation and their courses. In terms of the halls of residences, I'm currently living at one, and there's been massive changes in the procedures that are happening. So they're in the common spaces, there are only certain amounts of people allowed in those common spaces at any one time. All the furniture has been spread out to ensure social and physical distancing. Also at meal times, people have to line up with that physical distancing, and they have to sit one chair apart to make sure that those rules are being adhered to. If someone is sick, then their meals are taken to their rooms, and there's just a knock on the door, and then they can collect their meal without spreading any sickness. And if needed, then there's calls to student health, and they give recommendations based on what they think is appropriate. So massive changes in the halls. Also there's been a departure of a lot of students to return to home, and I totally understand that. So there's less numbers in the halls anyway, but on the whole, the halls are operating as normal apart from that. So no one's being sent home away if they don't want to. This is their home, so they're allowed to stay here during the duration of the lockdown and the rest of the year. I want to touch quickly on the New Zealand Defence Force because there's been announcements in the media that they're talking to government and they may have an operational capacity during this time. I don't normally disclaim this, but I am a soldier in the NZDF, and so I just want to talk quickly to this. The NZDF is there for everyone's protection and make sure that the community at large is safe. So if you see a soldier during these times, then please don't get frightened. This is all for your own protection and for the community safety. I know it's not common to see soldiers out in public, but these are highly trained people that will receive orders during these times, and they will be acting under those orders to make sure that everyone is safe. So it's nothing to be worried about. The police will be out there doing their job, and I'm sure that the Army will be helping out with operational needs. What that looks like, I'm uncertain at this point. I know there are a lot of people on call, but it's nothing to be afraid of. They're there to help the community. They're there to keep everyone safe. I just want to reiterate that. And the last thing I want to talk about is just doing your part in the community. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of people that will be feeling shaken, uncertain, challenged by these times, and everyone knows someone in the community. So make sure that you check in with the elderly, make sure you check in with people who are feeling more challenged during these times. I know that business owners may be feeling uncertain because of the times that they're under. They won't be getting as much income through their businesses, and so may not be able to pay their employees. I know that business owners regard their employees as their family, and so they'll be going through their own mental challenges to make sure that their employees are looked after, and the employees also will be challenged too. They'll be thinking about if there's redundancies on the line. Maybe a few of them know that they've lost their jobs already. So everyone's feeling the effects of all this. So do your part. Make sure that you look after the community around you. I'm currently working with the Social Impact Studio at Otago University, and we're trying to put together a student volunteer base to help the community at large. I know that the Wellington Student Volunteer Army is operational and they're up and running. Fantastic to them. They've given us a lot of insight around how we could operate, so we're learning off them. I know that Canterbury University is similar. They're upping their volunteer operating plans at the moment, and also Auckland University, there are people working in the background too. If you want more information on this, hit me up. I can point you in the right direction of the right people, but hopefully by the end of the week we'll have the crew down in Dunedin up and running. So there's heaps of changes happening around the place. Do your part. Make sure that you help others. Everyone will be feeling challenged during this time, but I think it's really important that if we band together and help each other out, then we'll all collectively come out of this relatively unscathed. So everyone keep well. That's all from me. Hope everyone is doing all right. If you ever need anything, hit me up. I'm always here for a listening ear. I know that everyone will be going through their own challenges, so if I can help in any way, then let me know. Okay, that's enough from me. Keep safe, keep well, kia kaha, peace.